I'm going to do a get ready with me and kind of talk to you about my first day in San Antonio, or not the first day I've ever been in San Antonio, duh. Yesterday in San Antonio. How about that? Okay, so let's talk about yesterday. My husband and I had a great day. We were able to sleep in a little late because, we'd gotten in the night before, like around midnight, and we were both exhausted. Him especially because he had driven the whole way. If you've been around for any length of time, you know my husband drives and I enjoy myself. That being said, he gets super tired, and so I try to not plan anything, when we first get somewhere, unless I just have to, but I try not to plan anything because I know he needs to rest after driving, long distances and stuff. I mean, I would if I were driving, but hey, I'm not driving. So anyhow, that is kind of what we did. So we just slept in a little bit, and then we decided to we walked down to the river walk. We can see the river from our hotel room, but the river walk, like a lot of the restaurants and stuff, are down, anyway, to my right, that direction. So what we did was we walked down and had gotten some recommendations from my friend who lives in San Antonio, and we just decided to try one of those out. And anyway, that's what we did. It was great, by the way. It was great. We enjoyed it so much. I shared some of that in my stories yesterday, but we had a great lunch. And then we decided we wanted to take an Uber over to the Pearl. And so we did. We took an Uber over there. It was just a few bucks. It's not bad at all. And it was better than walking like 35 minutes. We weren't really feeling that. Me and not in my walking shoes. But anyway, so we walked over. We Ubered over to that. Walked around there for a good little bit. Went in a lot of the shops. We went to a bakery there. I shared what we had there, and just kind of, tooled around looking at stuff. We had actually been to the Pearl before when we were in San Antonio in 2021. It was about this time, actually. It was spring, and we had been to the Pearl. But back then, there were a lot of things that had not opened up yet, or they still had limited hours and that kind of stuff. A lot of places were really short-staffed and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, we didn't get to see or do a lot, but we did yesterday, which was awesome, and really enjoyed it. I think we almost went in every store, just really had a good time. So we came back here and had to do some things for our businesses at home, and so took care of that, just kind of got that done. Then decided we would go to dinner. So here's my story time. Okay, so being in education, I have been to, I do not know how many conferences, workshops, all-day meetings, weekend meetings, trips, all that kind of stuff, okay, where you had meetings and all that. And where maybe I didn't know anybody, or I knew one or two people, and I was like, okay, I'm going to meet up with these people, and go eat meals with them and stuff like that, because, you don't want to eat every meal by yourself. I don't mind eating by myself, trust me, but I don't want every meal by myself, right? And my husband was with me, and I was like, well, I'd like him to meet a few of these people, that I know, and that I work with and train with and all that. So anyway, I've always done that kind of stuff when I traveled for work. Well, the thing is, I wasn't able to meet up with anybody last night. We just weren't able to connect. And so I have been out of this whole conference kind of game. And I don't say game. I don't mean it like it's a game. What I mean is the habit of going to conferences, okay? Because I'm not working full time. I'm retired or whatever. And so I was feeling a little like, I don't know, left out maybe, or I don't know, just like nobody wanted to connect with me, you know. I can't get anybody to meet up. No one responded. And, you know, and I started to let it get to me. And my husband said, hon, why are you letting this bother you? And I had to stop and think about it. And I was like, well, you know, because I want to meet these people and I want to meet up with them and, you know, all this kind of stuff. And he said, well, you know, here's the thing. He said, you have traveled and done this kind of stuff by yourself for a very long time. Like, you did it for 25 years. Never bothered you. You just got into the habit. You just did it. No big deal. If I don't meet you up with you tonight, I'll see you in the morning at breakfast, or we'll catch coffee or whatever. And he's like, but you're just out of practice. It's just like anything else. You got to practice those skills, right? And so it got me thinking, he's right. Like, it's fine. I just needed to remember that I don't need high expectations for what everybody else is going to do or be able to do at, you know, to accommodate me, if that makes sense. And I don't mean that. Anyway, I can't get out what I want to say. What I'm trying to say is that I just need to adjust my expectations. And my expectations are, I'm going to meet up with these girls and I'm going to have a good time and I'm going to look forward to spending time with them. And I just need to embrace, I try to teach women my age to embrace life at the age they are, because people want to write us off after we get 50. And I need to basically practice what I preach, right? So I kind of changed my attitude a little bit, and I was like, you know what, you're right. I'll just meet up with them tomorrow. No biggie. Not going to worry about it. I'm not going to take it personally. They were trying to get in on flights, get checked in, get unpacked, you know, all the stuff I had done the day before, right? So my expectations are what tried to bring me down. So what I want to say, I guess, what I'm trying to say is that don't let what we expect from others to affect us, right? So I can't put expectations on people to do exactly what I want to do, which is go out to eat and, you know, meet up at this time and all that, because they may have different expectations and they very well will. And I can't let that become something that makes me feel bad or feel left out. Those were just my expectations and they weren't met, and I don't have to rely on somebody else to meet all my expectations. So that's kind of what I'm saying. You know, like, do it because it's fun and have a good time, but don't put a lot of expectations on yourself or other people to make you, especially don't put expectations on other people to make you have a good time. Like, that's ridiculous. So let me add to that. I also so my husband and I decided, look, we hadn't heard from him in like an hour. We were just chilling, waiting. We had not heard back from anybody. We're like, okay, we're going to go on to dinner. We just literally Googled places to eat near me. I picked the second one I saw on Google because it had I like the name of it, right? I was like, okay, let's go there. It was literally around the corner from where we were. We didn't realize we could turn left. Well, you know what I mean? If we went left, there were some other things to do. We turned left. We went to this place. It was one of the coolest places we've ever been. It was gorgeous rooftop. We saw the sunset from the balcony. Beautiful, just the whole downtown of San Antonio. We could see the lights. I mean, there was a breeze. It was absolutely gorgeous. And if I had sat, the lesson is this. If I had sat here and expected, well, everybody didn't meet up with me, nobody called me, nobody wanted to hang out with me, so I'm just going to sit in my room and, you know, feel bad for myself, I would have missed that whole beautiful experience. And we took pictures, and it was just, I mean, we had such a great time, and we found this beautiful restaurant, and it was on the 20th floor of this building. I mean, I'm telling you, it was great. And if I had just let that other really get me down, I would have missed all that. And what a crap that would have been, right? Like, what ridiculousness would that have been? So why do that to yourself? Don't let what you expect or what you hope from other people get you in your head and make you feel like, well, you can't have a good time now because everybody didn't follow your schedule, or they didn't meet up with you, or whatever. We had a great time, and I found this. We would not have gone to that restaurant. I would not have had that view of San Antonio from the 20th floor if I had not, if I had gone with them last night. So just keep that in mind. Don't let your expectations of things you want to happen, especially at an event like this, just really keep you back from enjoying what is out there and what might be around the corner. Literally around the corner. So anyway, okay, moving on. We got another new blush, the shade of the season. It's called Renaissance, and it does look dark, but I don't want you to get scared. It's kind of it's like to me it's a brown, maybe has a little bit of a red tint. So I'm going to put a little bit like this, okay? And then I'm actually going to take our other new color, Maui. Remember, I've been showing it to you. I really like it. And I'm going to add it to it to give it a little more peach. Okay? Then we're just going to take this. I got to have this mirror open though so I can see. And we're just going to blend those two together. Ah, look how pretty. Look how pretty. And I am self-tanning now, so I will be putting on some bronzer too. And I'm going to show you a little trick I'm going to do with my bronzer today. I'm going to add some illuminator with it to give it kind of like so it's all in one. My illuminator and bronzer is going to be all together today. So, but anyway, so we had a good time in just sightseeing yesterday and hanging out. It was great. And then we were able to come back, and get settled in because my husband has to drive today to Amarillo. So he is going to be tired when he gets there too, but it's all right. Oh, I can't do that without a mirror. Oh, mercy. I cannot line my lips and talk at the same time. I'll kind of stand this way. Okay, goodness. Okay. That's about as good as that's going to get. Hey, Jessica. My friend. My friend. All right, let's do some eyes. I am going to do, again, my basic, kind of one of my favorite spring eye looks. I am using, this is a color called Rome. It's like a champagne-y, has a little bit of a shimmer to it, but it is not one of our like very bright shimmers. So it has really, to me, it's kind of a cross between a matte and a shimmer. And I know that sounds a little cuckoo, but that's the way I think of it. And then I'm going to go into Butterscotch. And I'm going to put that right on the hood of my eye. I don't worry about the crease. I've got those hooded eyes, and there's really no need to worry about trying to do like a severe crease or put a bunch of color in there because no one's going to see it. I already have a really good crease, right? It goes away. My whole lid goes away. So, okay. Then I'm going to go into this color right here. I believe this is, I don't want to lie, hold on. This is Holly. And it's like it has some rusty orange to it. All right, and then I gotta look in here for just a second because I want to put a little bit under the bottom lashes, a little bit of that color. And then I'm going to blend that out. I think I put too much on one eye, or more on one eye than I did on the other one. So I'm gonna need to go put a little bit more of that right there. And then I'm just going to blend those two colors together, kind of blending up. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that. Why does it look like I don't have any on this eye? Put some more. Put some more. Okay. And then, let's see. I'm going to go in with this color right here called Drift. Okay, first of all, this was Holly right here. And then this is Drift. And I'm going to go in with this Drift because this is like one of my favorite colors. Has been for a while. I'm going to go right in the inner corner, that inner lid, underneath where my eyebrow curves, because that's going to give me a little mini eye lift. Like that. And then I'm going to put a little bit right there and a little bit right there because that is going to really make that look pretty. It's actually going to draw the eye to my middle of my face, you know, which is better than other places. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, here's what I want to do next. I am going to do my bronzer before I do mascara and all that good jazz. That mascara is the most boring thing ever. Okay, so here are so I've got my bronzer right here. And then I've got I think this is rose gold and this is glow. So what I'm going to do is take some glow and some bronzer. Oh, I don't want that much. Come on now. And some rose gold. I'm kind of going in with all of it, truthfully, and doing too much. I've got too much on my brush. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to kind of put it. Now, granted, I'm tapping, but I'm going to go back and blend this out. I'm going to put this where the sun would naturally hit me, okay? Because that's just going to warm up my face. And it's not a lot. It's not going to change a whole lot. But it is going to add some warmth and look like I've, been out in the sun without actually being out in the sun. All right? I kind of like that. Okay. Now then, let's do this. Let's do some lips. No, I tell you what. Let's first go in with this mascara and try to, I cannot see very well. The glare is getting bad. I was thinking this natural, I was like, oh, I'll have a big window and I'll have lots of natural light, and I do. But it's not as indirect as I would like it. Whew. And it blinds me, literally blinds me. That's not what I wanted. You know what? That's better. Whew. At least I'm not blind now. I'm going to get this all in my hair. I just know it. Ah, you see what I did? All right. Do not, if that happens to you, do not rub that immediately. Let it dry. Let it dry. It's going to drive you crazy because your instinct is to reach up and get it off. But when you do that, you're going to do two things. You're going to smear that first of all, so it's going to become a bigger spot. And then what you're going to do is you're going to then try to get it off and take half your makeup off right there and have to redo it. So we're not going to do either one of those things. We're going to wait till it's dry, and I'm going to show you how to get it off without messing anything else up. All right, and I'm going to leave that there for now. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay, let's do lips, and then, because I'm still letting that dry. I love this bright orange. Y'all, don't shy away from bright colors. As mature women, or any woman, but especially my mature women, that, I kind of try to talk to, because that's who I am, do not shy away from these bright colors, because if you notice, it does not look as bright on my lips, okay? Because I put on my contour color as my liner, and so that little bit of contour color on my lip helped bring this like to a little bit less bright hue. You like turned it down just a little bit, turned down that bright volume. So it's beautiful. Seriously, it's beautiful. So don't shy away from these super bright colors. I plan to wear maybe some bright pink. I don't know. I need to do that again. I had this like neon pink that I wore last summer. So pretty. So I need to do that again. Okay. And then I tell you what, let's do. Let's see if I can get a little bit more va-va-voom on these upper lashes. I'm going to go in with this other like volumizing mascara. I don't know that it did anything differently, but we're going to pretend it did. We're going to pretend. Okay, so now this should be dry. All right, so here's what I want to show you. Use your fingernail if you got them. Or I take my spoolie and I can flake it off without it. Whoop, my husband's in the background. Uh-oh. Somebody said, I think you're showing your husband in the background. Whoops. He's a cutie. Oh. He's definitely in the background now. Oh. Okay. But you see, I just like used my spoolie and got that off, and I didn't mess up that whole makeup. I don't have to redo anything. I didn't like rub anything off. So your instinct is to take and go like, I got it on me. And it's just going to make it worse. Do not do that. Let it dry completely. Okay? All right. That is it. I am done. I'm going to record my outfit of the day that I will show y'all later, and I'll put that out there later when I get a chance to put it all together and edit it and everything. But anyway, thanks for hanging out, and I will take you with me today. If you want to follow me on Instagram or follow my stories, then you can see a little bit about the conference today and what I'll be doing. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.